All right, let's look at the homework 9.4, problem number 7. All right, one model for the spread of a rumor is the rate of spread is proportional to the product of a fraction y of the population who have heard the rumor and the fraction who have not heard the rumor. All right, let's set up a differential equation. So dy over dt is the rate of spread, and a proportional to, so I guess you have to do a times k times. All right, product of fraction y, so it's going to be y times, all right, and so y is the fraction of the population who have already heard the rumor, and the other one would be 1 minus y, all right? So let's check this answer first. Submit the testing. All right, I came back and looks like we got part A correctly. All right, so let's look at part B. Solve the differential equation. All right, so remember that the solution of the logistic equation is y equals m and over 1 plus a times e to the negative kt, right? So that was the formula, right? All right, in this case, m is going to be 1 because we're talking about the fraction of the population. So 1 means the whole population. So m is going to be 1, so here. All right, and remember that the a is 1 minus initial population, so it's going to be y0. And then divide this guy by and y0. All right, and I can probably leave it as it is, but it looks pretty ugly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply top and bottom by y0. That way we don't have to have a fraction inside the fraction. So I'm going to put the y0 here, and the 1 times y0 is going to be y0. All right, then this y0 is going to cancel out, so I'm going to just get rid of that and make sure to put the parentheses around there. All right, then I think that looks a little bit better. So let's check the answer. Submit for testing. All right, we got part B correctly. All right, let's look at part C. All right, small town has 3,000 inhabitants at 8 a.m. 240 people have heard a rumor, and by noon, half the town has heard it. And at what time will 90% of the population have heard the rumor? All right, so let's look at that. All right, so first we need to find out what the y0 is. So y of 0, which is the same thing as y0, is going to be the fraction. So in the beginning, you have 240 people out of 3,000. All right, so if you simplify that, and first we can knock off one of the zeros, and then divide by, let's divide by 3. So this will give you 100 on the bottom, and that will be 8. All right, so maybe I should write it as, let's say, 0.08. So 0.08. Right, so we have so y of t is equal to 0.08 over 0.08 plus 1 minus 0.08 would be 0.92 e to the negative kt. All right, so we have that, and let's see, I'm going to actually multiply top and bottom by say 100. So we're just going to have 8 over, right? 8 plus 92 e to the negative kt. All right, and we can actually a little bit simplify a little bit more. So this is a multiply. Let's see, divide by 4, so that would be 2. Divide by 4, that would be 2. And divide by 4, that would be, let's see, there's going to be 2 4s in 9. Let's see, 4 times 3, so it's 23. So we have 2 over, right, 2 plus 23 e to the negative kt. All right, then it says this right here, by noon half the town has heard it, right? So the noon, so from 8 a.m. to noon, so 4 hours passed. So y of 4, right, which is going to be 2 over 2 plus 23 e to the negative 4k, right? So this is going to be equal to 1/2. All right, so I'm going to try to solve for maybe e to the k. All right, first thing I would do is I'm going to take the reciprocal of both sides. All right, so you get 2 plus 23 e to the negative 4k over 2. And this is going to be equal to 2. Right? Then multiply both sides by 2 to get 2 plus 23 e to the negative 4k is going to be equal to 4. All right, then I'm going to subtract 2 to get 23 e to the negative 4k is equal to 2. Then divide through by 23, we get e to the negative 4k is equal to 2 over 23. All right, then I'm going to just raise it to the 1/4 power to get e to the negative k is equal to 2 over 23, raise it to the 1/4 power. All right, so we got this e to the negative k, so we can put that into the formula. So actually formula is right here, so why don't we put it here? So it's a 2 over 2 plus 23. All right, e to the negative k is that guy, so I'm going to put 2 over 23, raise it to the t times t over 4. All right, so we got that. And since we have a formula, and let's see, at what time will 90% of the population have heard the rumor? All right, so we just have to set this guy equal to 90%. So it's going to be, let's see, 2 over and 2 plus 23 times 2 over 23, raise it to the t over 4, and is equal to 90%. Can I put 9/10? So 9/10. Right? Let's solve for t. Then we can just take the reciprocal of both sides. Then we have 2 plus 23 e to the, not e to the, and 2 over 23, raise it to the t over 4 over 2 is equal to 10 over 9. All right. Then multiply both sides by 2. Then you have 2 plus 23, 2 over 23, raise it to the t over 4, which is equal to 20 over 9. All right. Then I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. Then you have 23, 2 over 23 to the t over 4 is equal to, all right, 2 is 18 over 9, so it's a 20 over 9, 18 over 9, so it's 2 over 9. All right. Then we can just divide through by 23. All right. So it's going to be 2 over 23 raise it to the t over 4, which is equal to 2 over, I'm going to just put the 9 times 20, 23, right? Maybe I'll go ahead and do that. So it's a 2 over, and 3 times 9 is 27, and let's see, 2 times 9 is 18, so it's going to be 207. All right, then we can just take the natural log of both sides. So we get natural log of 2 over 23, raise it to the t over 4, and is equal to natural log of 2 over 207. All right. Then we can actually bring this guy over here, 2 over 4. Then, in order to isolate t, what you need to do is you want to multiply by, of course, 4 to get rid of that 4. And then divide it through by natural log of 2 over 23. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see. All right, then you have a t, which is equal to, so right hand side is natural log of 2 over 207 over, right, multiply by 4, so we'll put that there, and then you have a natural log of 2 over 23. Alright, so let's compute this value, and we want it to be round it to 1 decimal place. Alright, so let's go to maybe GeoGebra. Alright, so let's compute that value. Alright, so 4 times natural log of 2 over 207 divided by natural log of 2 over 23, and hit enter. Alright, so it came out to be 7.6 hours. Alright, so let's so I'm going to write that down, about 7.6. Alright, so I'm going to go here and type in 7.6. Alright, so let's submit for testing. Alright, I came back and looks like we got this one correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.